Hello there, hockey fans. YouTube, it's Five for Talking. I'm Campo. I'm here with Caps. He's over there. You can see him. If you can't see him, then better look closer. Are you sipping on anything today that we like to show the fans? Ooh, a bubbly. Not to be confused with Michael Bublé. What flavor is that?
Orange.
Is it any good?
Yeah,
All
it's
right.
pretty
Well,
good.
I only had one flavor, and I don't remember if it was good or not. All right. Let's talk about hockey.
Okay. Um,
So the semifinals are over. Conference finals are over. Tampa Bay and Dallas both won. I would like to put my 2 cents in. I don't believe, not because they're not good. Like we've always said, on paper, Dallas is like a top 10 team, maybe even higher than that.
where do
I
they come from?
I cannot believe they beat Vegas.
Yeah. Well, apparently it's Kudobin, I believe that's his name.
Hudobin, case silent.
It seems as though he's the star player, the savior right now.
I don't remember if it was Boston, but he did fill in on a team when the main goalie got injured, and he was amazing prior to
Yeah.
this.
Well, he's come out of nowhere and he's become the savior in Dallas. They're riding his coattails pretty much. I mean, uh, some of the players that they brought in in the off season helped a lot. Joe Pavelski, um, who's become sort of a leader there, and he's helping. And I guess the other guys started stepping up. Um, Sagan, and obviously their captain, which is Jamie Benn. Jamie, yeah, he's sort of stepped up as well. So it looks like the whole team has kind of stepped up. But the biggest surprise is the goalie.
Yeah, I think that the young guys for them are the biggest thing. Like Heiskanen's doing really good, and a lot of those young guys are contributing. To me, maybe his play off the ice is good, or what he's doing off the puck, but Sagan is not even really there. Um, Especially this whole season, like he's very much proving that he might not be the player that everyone thought he was going to be. But Ben was playing pretty weird the last couple seasons too.
Mm-hmm.
And I see a lot in him right now. The team is just playing really good overall. I think they have the right amount of speed and like youth, and then also like Radulov's there. That's a veteran. You know, they got a lot of stuff like that. And I mean, Pavelski really stunk it up this year, but he's showing his worth now in terms of helping the team develop. And I'm just surprised. I really thought Vegas. I know. Okay, me and you did say Tampa Bay from the get go.
We both said Colorado from the get go too.
Yeah, and then once was it? Yeah, it's Colorado in the quarterfinals. Right before the semis started, the conference finals, I said that there was no doubt that Vegas was going to win. The way they were playing, they were just looked amazing, and I don't know, man. And then Dallas went into Tampa yesterday and beat them. Well, not into Tampa, but I'm just kind of shocked. Um,
You
I
think
didn't
the top players in Tampa are hurt right now?
know, but I think that they're tired.
Yeah.
They really fought against the Islanders, and I never thought the Islanders would beat them. But I know the type of team that the Islanders are. They're like a gritty, dig kind of team, and it must have been a difficult series. And then who did Tampa play before that?
Just before they qualified for the finals?
No, before the Islanders.
Oh man. Oh man.
Am I actually gonna have to look this up?
Oh, we're gonna have to look that up, man.
The Bruins. And like
Was it the Bruins?
that's never an easy series. Like they're a rough team.
Yeah, but I feel like the Bruins have sort of tapered off a bit. I don't think they're the powerhouse that they were 3 years ago.
No, but the style of play that they bring, right? Okay, so look, Dallas beat Calgary, which honestly I didn't even think Calgary was going to win a game. And then
I was rooting for Calgary, man.
I know you were. And then Dallas did have a tough fight with the Avalanche, but then they just walked right through Vegas. Tampa Bay faced Columbus, which is like destroyed the Leafs, and then faced Boston, and then faced the Islanders. That's like three pretty tough teams to go through. I'm not saying Dallas had an easy way through, but I feel like the style of play of some of the teams they faced was not the same.
But I think we expected Tampa to do well. We expected them to reach the finals.
Of course, I still say, okay, so just for pick's sake, I picked Tampa Bay to win the finals. Bargo has picked Dallas.
Yeah, I'm picking Tampa Bay, but then
Yeah.
I realized that it seems as though Brendan Point is banged up. Kucherov, I don't know, was kind of disappeared a little bit. I don't know, maybe
He's
playing
taken
just
over
good.
the lead in points now.
Yeah. And Stamkos is not even there. You know what I mean?
Listen, I don't even consider Stamkos as a player on that team anymore.
I do, because he does round out that first line with
Yeah, but he only plays 20 games a season.
Yeah,
like the guy's never there.
Well, the rumor is that he might be back for the next game. So
that would be good for my choice of teams in this situation.
Same here, man. But let's see how it goes. And I'm just kind of shocked with Dallas. Move on.
Yeah. So as far as Tampa Bay, like we kind of got that all out. I just want to touch on like Kucherov has taken the lead in the points for the playoffs by one. But personally, to me, after McKinnon was gone, I think the best player in the playoffs has been Braden Point.
Yes.
And a close second would be Heiskanen in Dallas, who, like, for a defenseman in like his second year is playing absolutely unbelievable.
Hard to argue with that.
Yeah, okay. That was pretty easy then. I mean, to be honest with you, I don't think anybody in Dallas has really played up to those standards that Tampa Bay has been playing at. I'm so surprised. Vasilevsky's got to be tired. The guy plays like infinite minutes. Dallas had a good thing going. They were rotating goalies, right? Same like Vegas was doing. And Tampa Bay doesn't have that.
How's Klingberg doing? Because I know he's like their best defenseman in Dallas.
He's playing well. He's playing well. He's not putting up like crazy, insane numbers, but he's playing well. And I mean,
he was never the type of player to put up crazy numbers.
His first two seasons he did quite a bit. This year, I think this is his fourth year. I think it's this year and the year before he kind of tapered off a bit, but still, I still think Tampa can win.
I do too. Just as a side question, is Ben Bishop still on the team?
yeah, that's what I was saying. He did play. Ben Bishop did play in the playoffs.
Yeah, but I think the other goalie just took over.
Yeah, but I'm saying, and that's my point with Tampa. Vasilevsky has been in from the start of the bubble until now. He's never missed a game, I'm pretty sure.
They can't afford it.
No, and it's like, but he's got to be tired, right? Like playing in net is not an easy job.
That's true.
And it always helps to have not played a few games, which Hudobin definitely has the benefit there. I think this is
when they kicked out the Islanders, they had about 3-4 days rest. So hopefully that helped.
Yeah, but then you have to remember Dallas had more days of rest because they had an extra 2 days where Tampa Bay still had to play, or 2 games, sorry. So it was 3 days extra.
Mm-hmm. Well, still early on.
Yes.
Wasn't it that next game 2's tomorrow, right?
Yes.
All right, man. Well, I'm still rooting for Tampa.
I mean, I'm excited. It's playoff hockey. It's the finals. It's nice to know now. This is the point that when you're like, yes. Now you know that the cup is going to go somewhere where it hasn't been in a bit, and it's exciting.
That was the case last year, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. No, Boston versus. I don't want Boston to win ever.
No, but St.
So
Louis won it last year.
yes, they
So
did. But I'm
yeah,
saying when you have another team there that has the possibility of winning, that's like if it was Chicago again, I would not be happy. If it was Pittsburgh again, I wouldn't be happy because I'm tired of it. I don't want Philadelphia to win. I don't want Boston to win. So like when those teams had a chance, still I was like, no, I don't want it. I really would have liked to see Vegas win. I'm okay with Dallas winning. I'd love to see Tampa win after years of dominating the league and just not being able to get it done. Like they've been the top team in the league, arguably, for like the last 5 years.
would you have had had a problem with Colorado winning?
No, I would have loved to see Colorado win.
Well, they won it before,
But
and
it's
technically
not
so
about
is
not winning.
Tampa.
Dallas has won, so has Tampa. It's. I don't want the
Yeah,
parity of like Chicago won 3 times in a row in the last 10 years, or not 3 times in a row. Sorry, but so I'm Pittsburgh. Like I don't want to see the teams that everyone knows wins cups win cups. Like I like to see a team that's really put in the effort or an underdog team. Like if it's not the Leafs, I don't really care, right? So I have to have something to live for the playoffs. Like McKinnon, I would have loved. I would have loved it because I'd love to see his legacy truly fleshed out because I truly believe if he's not the best player in the NHL, he's easily the top 3, right?
yeah. I just don't feel the same way in terms of Dallas. I don't know. It just doesn't. It just feels weird. Like these guys just came out of nowhere, and they had pretty much the same team all season.
Yeah,
And all of a sudden now they just came out of nowhere, and all of a sudden they're playing well. It just feels weird. But
I agree.
it's 2020, so
Yeah, right.
all
What
right,
else?
man. What else we got? Do
Um,
you
you
want me to
have
take
anything?
over?
Yeah, go ahead.
So Peter Laviolette is now the new coach of Washington, and apparently he beat out Mike Babcock for the job.
Well, thank. Uh, Trust me, people in Washington, if you're seeing this, you do not want Mike Babcock.
Yeah, I'm just questioning over their choice of Peter Laviolette. Like, what do they see in Peter Laviolette for him to get the job? I mean, he's been to the finals 3 times, and he's won with Carolina, I believe, in 2005 or 2006. I can't remember which year it was. But ever since then, he hasn't really. I don't know. Has he really done much? I don't know what he's done to sort of get that job or earn that position. But good on him. I mean,
Yeah.
I hope Washington does well. But I don't know if you had any thoughts.
I mean, I'm okay with it. It doesn't really bother me. It's like a whatever choice. He's not a bad coach. He's proved himself that he can be. Listen, anything's better than Mike Babcock. And I just don't want to see that happen to another team that's as good as Washington, that just has so much talent, and to see it get like thrown away because of having a piece of crap behind your bench.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean that in like the sense of a human being. Like he's just garbage, and he doesn't deserve to coach in the NHL. And Peter Laviolette's a fine coach. I mean, he has credentials that matter.
All right.
I mean, I think it's a bit of a like out there option. I mean, personally, I think they should never have gone away from who did they win the cup with? Was it Boudreaux?
Washington?
Yeah,
No, it's Barry Trotz.
Barry Trotz. I never would have gone. I never would have let him go.
But they never had a choice. He wanted to leave.
I know, but
He
I
made the
mean,
choice of leaving.
can I have him back? Can I have him?
You
Can I
can
have him on
ask
the
him.
Leafs? I'll take Bruce Boudreaux on the Leafs.
Well, I don't know if you heard this rumor going around that Bruce Boudreaux might be an assistant coach for the Leafs. It's actually what started out as a rumor is now sort of gaining momentum, and it's actually might be happening. They're in talks right now.
So you're saying an elite level guy that could easily be one of the 31 coaches in the NHL is going to be the assistant coach to the scrub from the Marlies. I mean, I'm not saying no, I don't want that. I'm just saying in what world do you put Michael Jordan as your backup player? I mean, he's not Michael Jordan.
Are you really comparing Michael Jordan to Bruce
You get where
Boudreaux?
I'm going with this. I mean, you're playing. It's like starting a guy from the Marlies over Austin Matthews.
Are you really comparing Austin
Yeah,
Matthews to
okay,
Bruce
that's
Boudreaux?
that comparison I'm making. Well, because it's the right
Okay.
sport. Because it's the right sport.
Well, regardless of how elite we think he is, I'll take him in a heartbeat.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm
Whatever he
not going
could
to
do to
complain
help this
about it.
team, I mean,
I just
whatever
find it
sort of
strange.
structure that they can implement to help this team get their together, I'll take it.
That was a good censor.
Yeah.
Let's get their
Um,
shirts on.
exactly. So before I get to the last topic, I want to bring this one out. Um, it seems as though the Minnesota Wild are going through a rebuild. Um, Eric Stahl just got traded the other day to the Sabres. Uh, how do you feel about the fact that Eric Stahl is now going to a team where they should be doing well, and now it seems as though on paper they got better, but that's just been the case for the last few seasons, and they just not have been able to get over that hump. Do you think Stahl would be a good fit for that team?
Um, well, I got a this and a that for this. I think as far as having him there as a leadership point, which is something they need, on playing the position of center specifically at winning faceoffs, he's a solid second line center to have. His abilities have tapered off a lot. They've fallen off completely. He can do it when he's in position, but he doesn't have any speed anymore. It's insane how much slower he is. And this is something we always argue about, or not argue, or talk about with the older players. Suddenly, they can't skate anymore, and it's like I don't understand. It's not like you packed on so much weight. Anyways,
Unless your name is Patrick Marleau.
yeah, but I mean, like, see what that's what I mean. It's not age that stops you from skating fast. It's because you just stop training and skating hard like that. You've given up on that doing that. I don't know. Don't quote me. I'm not a 39-year-old NHL player. I think what he brings there specifically for that and what he brings defensively is pretty quality. I always secretly root for Minnesota, so I'm glad to see they're putting on a rebuild. I really like that. I don't know if Johansson brings anything to you except maybe a salary cut because I think they saved $1.5 million with this, that's the one thing for Buffalo that I don't understand. I get why you're taking him on, but I don't get it from the point that you've also incurred another $1.5 million on your salary cap. That doesn't make any sense to me, especially because of how old he was. You had a better shot maybe going into free agency and trying to sign somebody. But
So are you saying that Buffalo is actually saving money right now?
No, Minnesota is.
Oh, okay.
Which is why I see why they did it. They get a younger guy. He's a decent player. He's never done anything to offend people in the sense of not showing up to a game or like not playing well. He's just a fine player. He's nothing. He's a solid third line center or a second line winger, which I would rather put him on the wing if I'm Minnesota. And I don't know. This is like a cover up for what a ridiculously bad trade the Ryan O'Reilly trade was. They got nothing in return for O'Reilly, and he went on to win a cup and to lead the team as a leader, which is what you needed. That's the second line center you wanted in Buffalo, and now you're trying to bring in Stahl, hopefully to fill that void when you could have just not traded him, and you're stuck with that ridiculous Kyle Okposo contract. Like, do you have thoughts on this before I like waste all the time?
No, I was just listening in, but I think it's early to determine whether or not it'll be a good fit. I mean, if he can help them out, great. But in terms of what the Minnesota Wild are doing, is if they are going through a rebuild, it definitely shows. I mean, just not too long ago, it was announced that Bill Guerin, GM of the Minnesota Wild, are not even bringing back Mikko Koivu, their captain. So I guess they're saving a lot more money from there as well. And he's
That's
only
something
about
that we should have
37 years
talked
old.
about. That's
Yeah,
something we should have. That's a huge deal.
yeah, he's 37 years old, and they're not bringing him back. Is Zach Parise still on that team? Like,
I believe so, but they shopped him at the deadline, and
I guess nobody wanted to take that contract. I think he's getting paid a lot of money as well.
I can see like I'm not gonna say he's like a Patrick Marleau at this point. Maybe not as fast, like what he's gonna bring to a team. And I could see someone picking up Parise or Koivu. Like, I could see the Leafs picking up Koivu on a cheap contract. I'm not saying they will, but that seems like the kind of player they would go for awkwardly for no reason. But only on cheap contracts. I could definitely see a team like Pittsburgh or Philadelphia taking Parise on for a cheap contract, 100%.
I really don't think the Leafs would sign anybody over $1 million right now.
I don't either, but I'm saying if they don't end up getting anybody, I definitely see them taking a shot at Koivu on like a 1-year contract.
Well, hey, if he can help the team, then why not?
I mean, arguably Buffalo could have did that and probably saved the money because he's definitely not going to cost $5 million or whatever Stahl is costing right now.
Yeah, but you got to think about what Mikko Koivu wants to do at this point in his career. If he wants to retire, I don't know if he wants to even want to come back.
I mean, he's going to be retired. His jersey's going to be retired in Minnesota.
Yeah.
He is and always will be the heart and soul of that team. Between him and Ryan Suter. So Sutter or Suter? Suter? It's one of those.
Suter. All right. Shall we move on?
Yeah.
This is probably the last thing I'm going to talk about because I didn't get a chance to.
Well, you know what? It's okay.
Else,
I forgive
sorry,
you.
man. Do you?
I forgive you.
So, this columnist, his name is Steve Simmons. He's been writing for the Sun for a very, very long time. I'm not sure if he's writing for the Sun anymore, but
yep.
He came out saying or accusing Kyle Dubas of asking for too much when it comes to dealing or trading with other GMs or other teams. And I just find that to be so stupid. Let's just take away the fact that it's Kyle Dubas. So it could be any GM. If I were a GM of a team, wouldn't I want to ask for as much as possible just so that I can help my team get better? I mean, like, why would I want to give up more?
Who is this?
Whatever.
Sullivan from the former Maple Leafs player?
What?
What's this guy's name?
The columnist?
Yeah.
Steve Simmons.
Steve Simmons.
But let's just take away, like, whatever, like, who this guy is or Kyle Dubas. It's just, like, if I'm thinking about it, like, if I were a GM of the team, would I want to give up more or would I want to get more for less?
Yeah, you'd want to get more, else it would be irrelevant to take the trade.
Exactly. So I just feel as though what this guy is printing is just so stupid.
Yeah, it's someone has played too many video games and is taking this too literally, because in the real world, when you're making trades, if you say I'm going to give you Patrick Kane for Austin Matthews and I say no, you're not just going to, and when I press the cancel button, that trade's not going to ever come back. I can talk to you about it. Like, I'm going to be like, no, I want this much. It doesn't mean that guy's never going to talk to you again because you said, I want this for this guy. It's common sense that you're not going to be like, I'm going to give you someone for free, just take it. Like, why would you do that? It's completely illogical.
Yeah, like, I'm going to look for the better deal. I'm always going to look for more.
But that's how negotiation starts, right? I'm not just going to accept your offer because I want to be friends with you.
Exactly, because at the end of the day, this is a business, and you're out to win. You're out to make money. So I just couldn't understand what this guy was writing about or what the hell he was printing. He was also saying stuff about Kyle Dubas having a bad reputation amongst the league and the GMs. And
I think a lot of GMs maybe look at him awkwardly because he's so young. Like, don't take this as how it sounds. I'm not sitting here saying Kyle Dubas is great and defending him, because we did a whole episode talking about the things that we don't like about him.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with defending him or anything like that.
But I agree with you.
Different standpoint.
There's a certain elements that's like common sense. It's a job. I don't have to like my boss to know whether he's doing the job right or wrong. I mean, I don't agree with some of the things Kyle Dubas does, but that's just the common sense things. It has nothing to do with him. Like, you're not just going to give away people. And I think the position the Leafs are in, if they don't make the right decisions now, the team is going to collapse.
Yeah, if you're not
So
setting your expectations high, you're never going to be able to
that's
be
listen.
successful.
Regardless, the Sun is a garbage newspaper full of garbage, and I don't. I,
But
I
don't be
don't.
blaming the paper. I mean, we're talking
I
about the
mean,
columnists.
it's just I don't agree with it, and I think you're correct. It's just it's common sense.
Yeah, I just couldn't understand it. It was so funny because I don't remember the award, but it was being awarded to the GMs. It was like a Gregory whatever, some name.
Yeah,
Um, there were 17 nominations for the award, and Kyle Dubas was not one of them. And Steve Simmons used that as evidence to back up what he was saying. And I was like, shut up.
well, if anybody saw this year's playoffs, if you're going to base it just solely on teams that did well, there's 16 other teams that did better than the Leafs. So I mean, Kyle Dubas has a shot right there of not being in it just from that.
Yeah.
And I don't
If you're
think
going to look for that, that's actually a better point
yeah,
than what
than winning
Steve
an
was
award
saying.
who cares? I mean, there's 31 teams in the NHL. There's 1 in 31 chance that you don't make the top 16 or whatever the odds are. Like, don't quote my math on that because it was pretty bad. But
That was pretty bad.
I mean, there's a chance anybody could not be in it. If Tampa Bay didn't make any trades this year and made it to the finals, do you still give the GM credit for what he did this season? No, because he literally didn't do anything.
No, he didn't. I think the
So,
only thing he did was bring back Shankirk, but that was it.
see what I mean? Like, so realistically, if you're going to hand out the award, would that be the guy you give it to for this season specifically? This is not like a lifetime achievement award. I mean, garbage writing, guy. Quit your
Yeah,
job.
I didn't understand it. I didn't understand it, but that was pretty much all I had.
Yeah,
Didn't
I'm
have
good.
anything else, so I don't know. Shall
I
we?
think that was solid. Yeah, let's cut it clean. Thanks for watching, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. Check out our other shows. We'll have some more movie lists coming. We're going to have some more movie talk shows coming. Hopefully me, Bargo, and Caps can get some stuff together to get it going. Check it out. Do all the things I said. Caps, tell them what they could do.
You already said it already, but
He already
I'll say
said
it
it
anyway.
already. Tell them again.
Subscribe, comment, share, like, all that good stuff.
Yeah, do
For
it.
us.
Do it because he said so.